Hey, so you're thinking about moving to Riverside, California? On today's video, we're going to show you around Google Maps to kind of give you an idea of what neighborhoods are located where and kind of give you a little bit more insight when it comes to moving to Riverside and the things you can expect based on what area you're looking at. And I've lived here for over 35 years, so I think I kind of know the ins and out of this town, so you better stick tuned to see what it looks like when you move to Riverside and what might be the best place for you. Hey, if this is your first time to the channel, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Also hit that notification bell. We're going to be dropping videos every single week to help you stay current on what's going on in Riverside. Hi, my name is Adam with Living in Riverside, and we get people just like you thinking about making the move to Riverside every single day. They call in, text us, and set up Zoom calls. So if you're thinking about moving in 9 days or 90 days, it doesn't matter. Reach out to us. We'd love to help you make the move here as smooth as possible. So on today's video, we're actually going to stay in the office and kind of go over a map of where certain areas are at, especially the last 4 videos we dropped. We want people to understand where those areas are at in Riverside. I'm actually in my downtown Riverside office. Right over my shoulder here is the Mission Inn, the historic Mission Inn that actually we just finished up during Christmas time, from the day after Thanksgiving to the end of the year. They have what's called the Festival of Lights here. So it's a cool area to be in downtown during that time. They have vendors and lights and all these kind of crazy things to help your kids, hop up on candy and then go home. So that's a cool thing during that time of year. And then now we're slowly transitioning in this area. We're going back to our farmers markets on every Saturday, and we're starting to see more people coming down here. This is the second week of January, and we've actually seen a lot of rain here. That doesn't really happen to us in Southern California. So we've seen about 2 weeks of rain. No one really knows what to do, and it's absolutely freezing outside. So if you want warm weather, you need to move here, because this has never happened. So we're kind of shocked. So let's jump onto the map so I can show you what areas that we showed the last 2 weeks, so you get a better idea and why certain areas I like and what certain areas I don't. So maybe it would help you when it comes to making the move to Riverside. All right, so we're hopping on the map right here, and to figure out where downtown Riverside is, it's located right here. This is basically where my office is at, right on the corner of Main and Mission Inn right here. So this area right here is basically hotels and shops and a few hotels in downtown Riverside. So remember, downtown Riverside, you're going to be seeing things, houses are going to be built from the late 1800s to, mostly the early, 1930s. Obviously, there's some one-offs in there, but that's really the idea of. So if you're looking for an older home, that's definitely going to be like the area that you want to look at. My building here, it was built in 1902, so it's a historic building. So we have a few historic buildings in downtown. So we have the Mission Inn. This is called the Loring building that I'm in. And then over here, we have the Fox Theater. Fox Theater is where you see a lot of shows at. I think one of the bigger, we had just Jerry Seinfeld here maybe a few weeks ago. So you definitely get a few cool shows in there. And then right next to there is this place called the Food Lab. Great place to eat, hang out, things like that. So, when it comes in area downtown, we're probably about a good 5 to 6 blocks of walking around with restaurants and bars and things like that. A few coffee shops. Right across the street is Molino. That's one of my favorite coffee shops in Riverside. So you better, when next time you're down here, check that out. But in this area right here, we're definitely going to see more of the older homes. So for you, if you're looking for something brand new or something, this is not going to be the area for you. The other thing is, you have to remember, being down in, it is downtown living, right? So we do have, parking's kind of difficult here and things like that. So you're going to have to this right here is Mount Rubidoux. So it's kind of nice. You can hike up there. They have 2 trails, one steeper, one not as steep. It's about 1.5 miles up and 1.5 miles down. If you're into biking or running, there's a bike path that goes right across this river. This actually doesn't really have water in it most of the time. Obviously right now, because it's raining so much, we have tons of water, but this is a dry lake or a dry riverbed. But you can actually, if you want to pull up the map a little bit more, there's actually a path right here that goes all the way up here and goes all the way out here. And you can almost actually go from Riverside all the way to the beach if you really want to hike that. Me and my buddies, we did 60 miles. I don't know if I could do the 100 miles from downtown Riverside. There and back. So that's a possibility, but it is a good place to know where you can run to that. So that's kind of the downtown area right here. I actually lived in downtown for about 3 years, right next to Fairmont Park. So Fairmont Park, they have a little city golf course that's owned there. Good place to take the kids and hang out. Every weekend there's normally car shows or something's going on there, art shows, something like that. That's the other thing in downtown Riverside. Every the first Thursday of every month, they have what's called the art walk. So, there's a lot of places in downtown when it comes to art. We have multiple things. And two, we have a brand new library down here that the city just spent. I think it was like a $60 million library. That's really awesome. So if you're looking for more of an older style home with a lot of character, the closer you get to Mount Rubidoux and this area right here on the map, price point's going to go up a lot more. Houses in this area right here is looking roughly around like minimum 650 and higher. The max price point you'll see in downtown Riverside, I think just under $1 million. Maybe every once in a while something will sell over $1 million, but very unlikely. Then we go to the Wood Streets over here. So this is RCC, Riverside Community College. It's going to be right here. You have a main drag here. This is Market and then turns into Magnolia. This is kind of the main street you'll take from all the way down here to, you can really only take it all the way to Corona. But the Wood Streets are if you want to come in a little closer here, they just go back and forth. This is the Wood Streets right here. So they're great for the holiday time. So Halloween, Christmas, especially like those times, a lot of them get into it. It's very easy to walk. Those homes are roughly going to be in the 1950s. So they're not huge homes, but they definitely have that 1950 vibe. They have that Spanish style vibe. So, like the biggest house you'll see in there is 3,000 square feet. You're not going to see any monsters over there at 4,000 square feet. But I'm a big fan of the Wood Streets. I really like the style of homes. They are some older. You can find ones that have been updated and redone. You'll every once in a while, if you're looking for maybe a duplex or maybe a back house, you'll find one in here. They come up very rarely. This is an area in Riverside that sells very quickly. Even the older homes do sell pretty quick here. This is a really desired area that most people want to live in when it comes to Riverside. So you just kind of have to keep an idea. So when you're looking in this area, boom, and something comes up, you better jump on it fast. It goes quickly. Price point in this area, you're looking anywhere between probably the low end, like 430 and 440, and that would be like a 2-bedroom, 1-bath that needs work. Then the higher end stuff, you're going to see maxed out about 700,000 to 800,000 max. Normally the average price in this area is roughly 600,000. But a big fan of this area. You can walk, you're kind of centrally located. You can get to the freeway really quick. You have the plaza right here. So if you're needing quick food, there's a Chipotle, there's a movie theater here. There's a Pollo Loco right here. There's an El Torito. So you kind of have food right here. The nice part about it, you have a grocery store here. That's the one thing I did not like about living in downtown Riverside. You had to, hop in the car and drive about 7 minutes to get to any grocery store. So that was kind of a headache of living in downtown. But right here, you have a Ralph's right here. And then you actually have another grocery store right here. So this is kind of where your shopping centers are going to be at in this area of Riverside. And then if we go over to Victoria Woods, this is basically Victoria Woods right here. This is the Victoria Country Club, built in 1903. I'm a member there, so if you love playing golf, it's there's 3 or technically 4 golf courses in Riverside. There's this one. There's Crest, which is another private club. There is General Olds, which is up in Orangecrest. I'll show you in a little bit. And then there is also Fairmount Park. Those would be the main golf course. And Fairmount Park's only a 9-hole golf course. If you notice, there's Crest right there. So they're kind of right next to each other. So if you're into golf and you want to golf and you don't want to travel a lot, you're going to have to become a member at a private club, to be honest, to kind of make it. This is Poly High right here. This is the high school where Reggie Miller went to high school. Barry Bonds' dad went there. Bobby Bonds went there. So, it's been around for so many years that we've had some great athletes and stars come out of this place. It's actually very historic. Same thing about the Wood Streets that you'll see in Victoria Woods, people just don't move out of there. I've been waiting for a house in this area for a very long time. If anyone knows anyone that lives a single story with 4 bedrooms, 3-bath, 2,700 square feet, mid-century modern, and a pool, I know I'm begging over here, but if that ever comes up, I'm definitely going to grab it. In this area, price point is still same, around 600. Maybe you'll max out on 8. There's some houses on the golf course. There was a 2-bedroom, 2-bath house that sold for just under $1 million right here off 14. It was a brand new build. I think the most expensive house we just saw sell on the golf course is 1.2. Don't quote me, but that house is massive. I know it was over $1 million. My buddy sold it. So this is a great area. I love it. You can get to the freeway really quick. That's great. If you want to go the other way, if you want to go down to San Diego, you can hop on the 215 here. That's the other thing that people need to realize. This area right here, going both directions, this is the 1691 and 215 interchange. This area is always busy. You will hit traffic here 99% of the times. So just be prepared for that. It's not terrible. It's just you have 3 freeways merging at the same time. There's no way to get around it unless you come in really early, really late. But always plan on traffic coming here, especially traffic going. If you're going at the wrong time of the day, there's definitely traffic there. So that's something you have to think about. So that would be that area. That's Victoria Woods. And then let's ride up to Canyon Crest. So Canyon Crest, I'm a big fan of it too. I mean, I like it. The homes are the cool thing about Canyon Crest is obviously you can't see this on the map, but this is a big steep hill right here. Which what that means is there's some great looking views in here from the houses, like some great city views. So this is a pretty steep hill. So you can grab something in here. I mean, it's going to cost you roughly $1 million or maybe 1.1 from like 9 to 1.1. But this is going to be a great area for you if you're wanting a view. Kind of a newer home, probably built in the 70s. Some are very updated. Some need a little bit of work. But this area right here is a sweet area to live in if you have a great view. This is a great place. Going back to biking, I'm a mountain biker. So this is Sycamore Canyon. You can ride bikes in here. You can hike. You can run. Just be careful, obviously, with snakes and some things. But this is a great little area to be able to go hike at, which is so close to your house. There's houses right in this area right here that back up against it. So you can just walk out of your backyard right in it. So if you're really into that, that's a great area to be in. Today's last video we're going to go over is Orangecrest. This is where I grew up. This is Orangecrest. This is where I lived. I grew up right there. Actually, no, sorry. Right here. Sorry, right there. So this is Orangecrest. Orangecrest, I will still say to this day, is the most desirable area in Riverside for multiple reasons, but this is why it's the most desirable. One, it's the newer homes. It's built from 1987, and then we saw a massive boom. This used to be all orange groves. When I grew up, this was all orange groves. This was orange groves. And now knocked them down. So we really saw a big boom in the early 2000s. So you see a lot of houses in that area around 2005. The schools are brand new. This is a great shopping center right here. So really everything you need is right here. You have an Albertsons, you have AutoZone, and donut shop, like dry cleaner, haircut. Anything you need is roughly right here. Martin Luther King High School is our main high school right here. It's not on this map, but Miller is a junior high that was just built maybe like 5 to 6 years ago, that if you're in this area of Orangecrest, you now go to it. If not, you'll go over to Earhart over here. This area right here is going to be the 1987s, 89s houses. Same here. And then out here and here and then over here and then over here. That's going to be your early 2000s. And we actually have KB Homes right here. They built this little bit of project right here. The KB Home project right there. They're getting close to finishing that project out. I know they're on their last phase. If you need childcare, this place right here, the Lighthouse, Children's Lighthouse of Riverside, is a very hard daycare to get into. I mean, we're talking about waiting lists. So if you're planning on trying to get in there, put your name on a list. It's very difficult to get into that place. I know I have clients that have been waiting for years. Orange Terrace Park right here. So this park, if you've seen, it's where we entered. I think this is where our open video was at. You have 4 baseball fields down here. You have, let's see if we can go solar. Yeah, there we go. So this works out better. So we have 4 baseball fields here, 2 softball fields, a basketball court, playgrounds, and this is a library indoor gym. If you're looking for churches, this is a big church right here. Sandals, yes. So that would be a church you could go to right there. But yeah, so this is kind of want to show you some positive and negatives of area. The one biggest issue I've known of Orangecrest is that it's just kind of hard to get to in rush hour. Like if you're coming from, let's go back to the other side of the map. So if you're coming from Orange County right here, there's 2 ways to get to Orangecrest. You got to get off at Van Buren, which is right here. And then you got to come up Van Buren all the way here, which at rush hour time, that's kind of tough. Or you can get off at Arlington and come up this way, or you wrap it around and get off at Van Buren up here. You just got to plan on, if you are wanting to live in Orangecrest, just plan on an extra 25 minutes to get up there from getting off the freeway. It just is what it is. You can obviously change what times you go, and it's gotten a little bit better. We've widened the streets a little bit, but it's something you definitely have to think of. But like I said, the biggest thing is always plan on traffic being right here. Only local knows this. And there's ways you can cut through and all these things, but there's always going to be traffic here. It is what it is. So just wanted to break down the areas of Riverside that we shot the videos at. Honestly, I've kind of like them all. I mean, I'm a big fan of Riverside, especially the reasons I shot those 4 videos first. Those are my 4 favorite neighborhoods in Riverside, to be honest. I would say my number 1 is Victoria Woods, just because it kind of fits better for me. The reason I want to live there is my office is right here. My country club's right here. I can get to my office without, driving. I can even ride a bike. Orangecrest, I like the style of homes there. It's what I grew up. I know that area. It's kind of like, oh, I need to run to the store. It's 2 minutes. I need to do this. There's a movie theater right here. I want to go watch a movie. It's minutes here. So it kind of has everything you want. And then it's like, oh, well, we're going to go to the baseball fields. That's here. And they have parks everywhere and stuff. And then, obviously the houses in Wood Streets, downtown, and Canyon Crest just have a lot of character. That's the one great thing about Riverside is we really have every style of living. And definitely make sure you hit that subscribe button and that bell button so you see more of the houses that we have here. But we really have every type of house you want. If you're wanting new, we have it. If you're wanting early 1900s, we have it. If you want 1950s, we have it. If you want horse property, we have it. We have $1 million houses, which are going to be in this area right here. Don't worry, we're going to be shooting those videos soon. So it's really like sometimes I forget, but Riverside's a big area, so we have so much going on. But you know what, if you can do me a favor, thank you for getting this far in the video, but let me know in the comments below what areas of Riverside you want to know about, things that you're asking about, so I can figure out making videos just for you guys. But I hope you really enjoyed this video. Remember, if you're thinking about moving in 9 days or 90 days, it doesn't matter. Please reach out to us. We'd love to help you make the move to Riverside as smooth as possible. And until next time, guys, peace.